Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Train Simulator. For the first time since, I don't know, I think it was November 2015? I know the last time I did a video on this simulator, well, it was Train Simulator 2016, and I didn't really touch it much since. Can't honestly remember why I left it alone. I think I just grew bored of it, and maybe I'll get bored of it again sooner or later. But, well, I'm not bored at the moment. I've actually been playing a decent amount of Train Simulator for the past couple of weeks. So I figured I'm gonna do another scenario, and I've picked one out from all the career scenarios that I've got. Come on. That was just typical. It already had career selected, but for some reason it decided, no, let's go to quick drive. So, anyway, yes. We are going to be going to the West Coast Main Line North. And we are going to take the Class 56. Come on. Yep, the Class 56 rail freight locomotive. This is one of the scenarios that comes with the Class 56 pack by Dovetail Games. Unfortunately, I've gone and bought the Class 56 enhancement pack from Armstrong Powerhouse, so it will sound better if, yeah, it will sound a lot better than the pack normally does. It's a 70-minute scenario. It's probably going to be rather difficult because it's got 4 bars and it's orange, with a heavy load of coal from Ravenstruther, if that's how you pronounce it. You are driving a Class 56 diesel locomotive in a double-headed formation. Starting at Carstairs, you'll take this service to Lockerbie. Well, no use waiting around. See you in the scenario, folks. And here we are, and things are actually running pretty well. Oh dear, look at that. Hopefully, oh, there we go. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna have a better computer soon enough, but that's a topic for another day. I do want to say that I've changed a little bit when it comes to this game. I'm no longer so lead-footed as I was. So, you know, when I see a yellow signal, I know that I've got to brake now and stop. Get ready to stop, rather than just keep going at full power and then see that there's a red signal and, oh shit, I've got to stop. Yeah. I think I'm a lot more careful. Anyway, we are currently looped here at Carstairs in order to allow an express passenger service to pass. So, gotta wait. Yay, waiting, love it. So, where's the lights? Oh, there we go. Right, that is a lot of coal. Once this train has passed, you're given the signal. You can proceed on your journey. So it's also booked to allow another passenger train to pass at Beatuck Summit. This is going to be difficult, I think. Heavy passenger train, freight train. Gonna need to use the brakes a lot on the slopes. Oof. supply a little bit of power. Get us crawling towards the light. Okay, and now we can increase power a bit. Let's hope we don't incur wheel slip, so keep the power round about halfway. As we don't... well, wheel slip is really, really annoying. If you get it. Oh, wonderful. As I recall from the 1 or 2 times I drove this locomotive with the original sounds, it really wasn't pleasant. Okay, let's keep moving on. Lovely silent HAA hoppers. Wonderful. Okay, there's the timeliness bonus. And now we can go up to 90. Okay. I saw a yellow signal. I couldn't tell if it was for this track or this track, but now I know. Right. And we'll save. We're already on the move. So this is going to be relatively slow, as we know it's a 70-minute long scenario, so that's just over an hour. We've got to go all the way to Lockerbie. That's down here. Quite a distance. Oh, and look, another class 56. With empty hoppers. This is so annoying. Jesus Christ. I would have thought that the Armstrong Powerhouse wagon sound pack would have sorted these out, but apparently not. Maybe I've got the wrong wagon sound pack. Yes, very heavy train. Apparently we're going to get to Abington up Main 2 minutes late. But that's because we are going... oh, we're about to go uphill, and we're also not exactly accelerating very fast. We're only just... we're very... yeah, we're barely reaching 50 at the moment. Maybe this is why it was rated as a 4-bar scenario, a hard scenario, because, well, it's gonna be hard to keep time in a heavy train that just doesn't accelerate very quickly. Unfortunately, the crest of the hill appears to be in about a mile and a half, so we'll start to be able to gain a bit more speed on the flat. And by the looks of things, the slope downwards. It's saying we can do 110 miles an hour. That's probably a little unrealistic. I don't think this thing is capable of 100 miles an hour. One thing I do like about the Class 56, compared to a more modern freight locomotive like the Class 66, it has a stepped brake. I can't stand the braking system on the Class 66. It's like if you hold the brakes in the apply position for like 1 second too long, it applies the emergency brakes. Like, I'd have to show it off in order to demonstrate it, but yeah, I prefer a stepped brake rather than what the Class 66 has, which is not a stepped brake. It's not even, it's more like a vacuum brake almost. And yeah, I'm not particularly fond of vacuum brakes. I think that's a yellow signal all the way up there. I think I could just about tell. Well, we're starting to gain a bit more speed, and now it's saying that we're actually going to make it about 20 seconds early. But it is just an ETA. Can't take its word for it. Got another train coming up. It's another Class 47 hauled train. Lovely, lovely, soundless Mark 1 coaches. Funny that it was also hauling the Mark 1 brake coaches. Kind of weird. Not really passenger coaches at all. Where was it going to? Moss End. Yeah, I think that's a depot. Oh, I don't know. Oh, we've got another slope coming up. You can see it just there. A kink in the tracks. And we're doing 61 miles an hour. Wonderful speed. We're actually losing speed now. I wonder if the sand is going to help. Doesn't look like it. It's not a particularly long slope though, so we'll be able to pick the speed up again in less than half a mile. Well, about half a mile maybe, I don't know. Two signals in rather close proximity. to go via. Okay, we've got to stop in 17.5 miles, so that's quite a distance. 41 miles away now from Lockerbie. At 60 miles an hour. In a very heavy, slow coal train. I wonder... They don't even have joint sounds, oh dear. Very silent hoppers. Don't like that. Oh, now we're picking up a bit more speed because we're going downhill. Slightly downhill, but it's going to get a bit more downhill soon enough. Let me just take a look at the topography. No real sharp bends for a while. Just after Abingdon maybe would be where we'd have to slow down. And we've got to get there in 7 minutes. We should get there in time. Sorry. Yeah, well, you know what, I may as well talk about the computer thingamajigs right now. So, turns out that the current computer I'm using, it's 4 years old now, and, you know, it's not bad, but it's getting on a bit. And recently I've been having lots of graphical issues with World of Warships. Not just the fact that it's very janky when it records with Bandicam, but sort of issues such as, well, I call it disco ships, because often textures don't load and the ship just turns into this black mess with lots of bright green and pink and purple bits. It's unfortunate. So, you know, this computer runs everything else. It runs everything else pretty much fine, but World of Warships and World of Tanks, the games I like to play a lot of the time, just can't handle it as well anymore. So I'm looking into getting a new computer. And whilst I had initially been looking for a laptop, a better laptop, like a gaming laptop, unfortunately those things tend to be well over £1,000, and even a half decent gaming laptop is like £2,000, and that's just too much. So looking into a desktop, and I don't know if you'd call it worst case scenario. Like, I've been looking at two places. One's called Bargain Hardware, place up in Leicester, and the other is PC Specialist. PC Specialist has a lot more customization options. Like, they give you the option of choosing a power supply, choosing the motherboard, much greater range of graphics cards than bargain hardware, but bargain hardware, well, as they say, it's a bargain. They use sort of refurbished stuff. So, I can get a half-decent gaming desktop computer for about £630 with 16 gigabytes of RAM and a GTX 1050 Ti graphics card. Like, that's it's not the best graphics card out there. Like a GTX 1060 outperforms the 1050 Ti by about 30%, but the 1050 Ti is not bad. It should. Whoa! Look at what the hell! Whoa! What the hell is going on there? That is weird. Oscillating. Oof. There's just been some issue with the tracks there. Anyway, another Class 57. What's this one pulling? Tankers. Right. Anyway, yeah. So, where was I? Yes, the 1050 Ti. So, 1050 Ti should be able to run World of Warships at least half decently. So, with any luck, videos won't be so janky and potato looking anymore. That is, of course, I have to get the thing first. I'm still weighing up all my options. I'm gonna have to dip into savings for this. But yeah, this is going to happen. Hopefully before April. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make this into a separate video in order to tell the rest of my subscribers. Tell them, oh yeah, you know, I'm not gonna have potato graphics anymore. So that'll be nice. Anyway, we're approaching Abingdon Upmain. We're actually gonna get there a bit early. It was this thing, the ETA was telling us that we were gonna get there a little late. We're actually gonna get there a little early. By maybe 160 seconds. By about a minute. And we are sort of equalizing at about 69 miles per hour. And what do you know? We were 1 minute, 1 second early to Abingdon Up Loop. Up. And you know what that means? It means we save. The maximum allowed speed is 95, but we're barely even doing 69 at the moment. Though it says we're gonna get to BTEC Summit Up Loop about 2.5 minutes early. But of course, can't really rely on the ETA, can you? Whew. Ooh, another car 66. I do like the Class 86. Like, once upon a time I made a video on it, calling it a stupid train, because I didn't know how it worked, and it turns out it uses a completely different traction system. It's not like you go to 100% power and you leave it there. you actually have to take it up to like 60%, the middle of where the throttle travels, and then you have to tap it upwards. It's a very different system. I'd explain, but you know, I think I'll leave it for a video on the Class 86, Class 87 series. We are losing speed because it's going uphill. I don't know what sort of gradient this is. I never could figure out gradients, you know. What is a 1 in 100? You go up 1 foot for every 100 feet you travel? Is that it? Is that what a 1 in 100 gradient is? I don't know. I've also heard there's things like 1 in 5. Like, what? Does that mean you go up 1 foot every 5 feet? I don't know. But yeah, we've lost about 3 miles an hour of speed. Still losing speed. But with 2 powerful Class 86 Class 56 locomotives providing traction, we are not losing as much speed. Would be nice though if we could at least get up to 75 miles an hour, which I believe is the top speed of this locomotive. Though of course the heavy load is holding us back. Be just my luck if we got a freight comfort level penalty. Like, come on, it's coal. It's not like it's gonna break. I mean, it could fall out, but then why are you putting it into an open-top hopper in the first place if you don't want it to fall out? Oh dear. You know, I really hope you people can hear me. If not, well, shit. I don't know how to increase audio levels because I'm recording on the same audio track, so not recording the audio as separate, the microphone audio. Anyway, 3.5 miles to Beatic Summit, which is where we're going to have to slow down. And like most freight trains, this thing will not slow down quickly. I can guarantee that. I drove a Class 66 2 days ago, doing one of the conveyor scenarios that I hadn't done before at oh god. There was a 15 mile an hour limit. I had to slow down, pull into a siding or something, do 15 miles an hour. I thought I could stop. Turns out I couldn't, not in time. Because I guess the brakes on the Class 66 are terrible, and I also hate the Class 66 braking system. Now we're going up even further. Oh, there's the limit. 1.5 miles away or so. And there's the flashing yellow signal. We're going to have to... I'm keeping the power on for now, because it's quite a hefty gradient. And now we'll reduce power. And come on, there we go, step 1 of brakes. Come on. Yep, it's taking a while to slow down. Oh. Can I slow us down any faster? Come on. Train brake. Locomotive brake? No, we're not going to do it. Nope. We're going to lose some points. Damn it. Oh, that's so annoying. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Slow down faster. Faster, please. Faster. Oh my god, we lost 200 points. Well, I think that's probably a silver medal guaranteed. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that pisses me off so much. But then again, I don't drive this very often. This class of locomotive. It really does not slow down very fast at all. Jesus, you'd think something so heavy would slow down faster, but apparently not. It's saying we've got to stop, but we've got a green signal. So I am confused. Surely we should have a red signal if we're supposed to be letting something through? Jeez, I did this in that Class 66 scenario as well. I had to pull into a siding, like a loop like this, and then immediately had to go because there was no train to actually let past. Gotta stop anyway. Right, come to a halt, apply some more brake. Yeah. So, are we not actually waiting for something? Apparently not. Wow. I suppose we'll just go then. Because there's nothing coming. What was the point of stopping there? If if there's no train coming? Jesus Christ. I think they don't even bother sort of programming the train that's supposed to follow. I think once that has actually happened, and it was with the Class 86 freight locomotive variant. What a waste. We lost 196 points to stop at a siding just to leave immediately again. Just what was the point? If we weren't needed to stop anyway, there was nothing behind us. What a waste. Oh, that's so annoying. Of course, that means I can restart this scenario at some point and get those lost points back. Listening to our silent HAA wagons. Oh, some brakes needed because we're going to go over. Keep the brakes up, and there we go. May as well save. If we're lucky, we'll get 800 points and a silver medal. Or, we'll get 800 points and a gold medal because whoever programmed this scenario was an idiot and made gold medal like 600 points. But I'm never that lucky. Yeah, I'm used to trains that stop quicker. I don't do a lot of freight scenarios like this, so, yeah. I would have thought that we would have been able to stop at 60 miles an hour, give or take, in 1.6 miles. Much quicker than, what this thing did. I mean, come on, it's just coal. Don't you have better brakes on these wagons? Jesus. Oh, we're going into the... going into the scenery there. Right, 8 miles to Beatuk and 22 miles to Lockerbie. I've got to get there in 20 minutes. Well, not 20, 25 minutes, more or less. And we're going downhill now. I prefer going downhill to uphill. I think everyone prefers going downhill. I know the Class 86 here, that prefers going downhill. Because it's not like the Class 56 where it loses speed, but it doesn't gain a lot of speed going uphill. Then again, this summit here is pretty... Ugh. It's not nice going up this hill. I think we might actually break 70 miles an hour. It would be nice. We'll actually be doing motorway speeds. Yay, we're actually doing motorway speed. Oh, and the forest just loaded in. Lovely. I think we're pretty much reaching the top speed of this locomotive. I wish it said that where the top speed was, but I'm assuming it's 75. And we're about to break that. No sharp turns, so should be good. Shouldn't get any freight discomfort penalties. And come on, it is only coal. Okay, I'm gonna pull back on the power, just let us coast. And we're still picking up speed. Don't want to be a runaway train now, but we're just a few miles over top speed, so it's not too much of an issue. I mean, we are rated. This section of track is rated for 100 miles an hour. It doesn't say but doesn't give us a lower limit for freight. So we should be fine. Just need to coast. Oh, that's so jarring. Listen to all this noise that these locomotives are making. Listen to all this noise that these hoppers are not making. Really hate that. Anyway, it seems that maybe not. Still gaining speed a little bit. Not as much as we were, though. And Beatuk is in 1.5 miles. Frame rate's down a bit. I suppose we're moving so fast that the game is actually having a little bit of trouble keeping up. Or it's probably just a lot of scenery items. Ooh. That was a bit of a sharp turn. Anyway, we're going to apply a bit of brakes. Bring our speed down a little bit. Woof. Get us back down to 75 miles an hour or so. Another downhill slope coming up. Not so intense as the last one. Intense is not the word I was looking for, but it's the only one that I could come up with at such short notice. extreme, that's the word. It's not as extreme as the last one. Just keep coasting. It'll save some fuel. Is it just me, or is this fuel gauge disappearing from the bottom up and not the top down? I can't tell. Can't quite tell, but it does look like there's a black bar at the bottom rather than the top. That doesn't make sense. That is counterintuitive. Oh, tunnel. You're supposed to use your horn in a tunnel, right? What are these people waiting for? What's this loco? This pair? It's not just a driverless train that's just been placed. They didn't forget to assign it any tasks, so it's just sitting there for no reason. I think I got there early. I think I got there too early for it to activate, so it's not supposed to be moving. It's probably supposed to be moving like in a minute or two, rather than now. Is speed not of the essence? Anyway, we're losing speed slowly. So let's put some power back in. It said this was supposed to be a 70-minute scenario. So that would mean, say, start at 9 o'clock, you reach your destination at 10 past 10. But look at this. It's saying... I don't know. I can't remember when we started. I think it was more like an hour rather than 70 minutes. I think we found our top speed. On flat level ground, we're not even breaking 69.4 miles per hour. We're gaining very, very slowly. It's only now just reached 69.4 and solidified there. So we need to keep our power up. Got 8 miles, or just over 8 miles to Lockerbie. This time we need to be sure that we brake in time. I do not want to lose any more points. Because I don't know if you realised, but I like gaining points. Another downhill slope coming up. Just a very mild slope. Not really a lot we have to do here, but yeah. May as well just keep an eye on it. You can't just leave these things to go by themselves unless they've got robots at the controls, and well, I don't know if you realise, but I'm not a robot. And frame rate has caught up a bit. We're now, oh, just as I said that, we went down to 14 for a second there, but we're doing about 27 frames per second. 29. We're doing 30 frames maximum, really. Looking at this guy through the gaps in the hoppers, it's like one of those old films. Like an old picture film with a like one frame, you know. Or I don't know. Maybe you don't know. You probably don't. It just looked like some old film from the 20s with that farmer and his tractor. Farmer Orion. Wow, if we keep going at this pace, we'll reach 70 miles an hour by the time we reach Lockerbie. Except we will have to slow down by the time we reach Lockerbie. And what do you know, there's another uphill slope coming along. Four and a quarter miles to go. And this scenario will be able to be put to bed. Yeah, it's barely been an hour, actually, so not quite the 70 minutes that it said it would be. In fact, look, we got a flashing signal just after this one. So in 2 signals time is when we'll have the branch off into the loop. So we'll reduce power now. Because frankly, I don't want to be caught out again. Seems that the loop is in just over 1.5 miles. Okay, we'll apply step 2 brakes. No, actually, we'll apply step 3. Because it's a 40-mile-an-hour limit. Let's add a bit more. I mean, we've got plenty of time to get there, so... we do need to stop anyway, so... reduce the brakes a little bit. Very janky braking motions. Next signal in about 800 meters. Or I guess 800 yards, maybe. Keep us slowing down. Step 2 brakes are doing just fine. Oh look, there's a HST at Lockerbie station. Just as well, it's like the only station between here and Glasgow, between Carlisle and Glasgow, on the main line. So. Give us braking. Yep, got the Valenta sound pack. It's not using the rubbish sounds. The rubbish sounds of the stock HST. We can apply a little more brakes. Keep us coasting. And reduce to step 1. Keep us slowing down whilst also still coasting. Doing 10 miles an hour, I think we can let off the brakes for... And then when we pass this shunting signal, I think then we can increase the brakes and come to a, hopefully a gentle stop in front of the signal. The main signal, that is. And we have just passed the shunting signal. Apply step 1 brakes. We're going to be passing over this AWS ramp. Slowing down nice and gently. And then it will be just my luck for the brakes to fail, and we keep going past the signal. We're going to need a step 2 brakes here, so just to make sure that doesn't happen. So we're going to get 804 points out of this career scenario. Overall, it was decent. It wasn't a bad run. If we ignore that one part where the train hadn't slowed down in time and it was still doing about 30 miles an hour. Just over 30 miles an hour in a 20 zone. But then again, I'm not that used to this train, so... This train is normally booked for a 50-minute wait in this loop. What was the point of routing us through the loop at Burkill, then? That was what it was called, right? I can't remember. But yeah, there we go. My scenario, I have to redo it, of course. Because that's only a silver medal. But hey, at least we've got the final achievement. I think it's a final achievement for the Class 56. I'm, of course, going to have to come back and do this again. But hey, if I keep getting 1,000 scores in these careers, or at least 800 scores, we'll be at level 30, and I think that seems to be a silver or something. I wonder if I'll get anything for reaching that. Who knows? Well, I thank you for watching. If you've tagged along this long, Class 56. It's a lot better than it was when I got it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until the next time. Nope, that's not how it goes. Yeah. Until the next time, have a good one, folks, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.